Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Going to the running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
At the 35, he's loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left side. Here just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, just keeps firing. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Touchdown, Penn State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 21, South Alabama 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
From the gun, running back on the move. Running to Green. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And the Jaguars with the 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play is going backwards.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback will audible. The back goes in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you... And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt, needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're just about ready to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Makes his connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down right there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in with gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He'll keep it on the draw. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll go with a direct snap. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
First down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're bringing heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. At the 20, he's got space. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score. Penn State.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
One more snap coming before halftime. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Crosses to 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding the pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one. about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway. That is a massive play on special teams.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's McGuire. Touchdown, Penn State! What a catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Offense getting set for first down. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking again to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything.
Afterburners coming. The 30. He's at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, South Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
South Alabama, 28.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on second down. Gonna let it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. Saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35.
Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's McGuire.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 45, South Alabama 35.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's got it, they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Using his legs, it's McGuire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
52, South Alabama 35.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Jaguars will hustle to the line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Alabama. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to go. Nice job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 4 over New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
On the play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's McGuire. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That's caught. It's Thorne. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. What a snag by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive